Is this thing on? Is this camera on? I don't know what to do to make films. Oh snap. Did I say that out loud? 72 Hours is a documentary about a city, its people, and a problem they face. A vehicular homeless person is defined as someone who is without a residence and instead lives in their car, van, or RV. They can only park this vehicle for 72 hours at a time in certain designated parts of LA. Until our community is able to find a solution to homelessness, it is plainly safer to sleep in a car or RV than on the street. It provides a way to retain some belongings, stay out of the rain, and have enough blankets to stay warm on cold nights. But that is only if there's somewhere to park. What I'm not trying to do with this film is zoom in on down and out people in hopes of ridding them from our streets. And at the same time, I'm not trying to advocate it become a version of Mad Max on the boulevard. What I am trying to do with 72 Hours is bring an awareness mindset back to the forefront. I'm not saying give $20 to a crack addict, but realize that they used to be a mechanic, an accountant, or a delivery driver. I want 72 Hours to tear down the walls that we put up between us, be that racial, political, or economical. I'm trying to show that America already is great. But, is that the wrong hat? Can somebody get him the right hat? What about this one? Is this better? At least they said LA on them. And America's great because of the people that make it up. And I imagine that I receive more help in my outings than hindrances. I bet that I run into more good people than bad. And I bet just as rotten as the bad ones are, the good ones will be even that much more sweet. Do you remember Super Size Me? Super Size Me is a documentary film about a man eating nothing but McDonald's food for a 30-day time period. The point of writer-director Morgan Spurlock wasn't to be a dietary prude, but he wanted his audience to realize that they should pay attention to what they eat, because it affects you. Yeah, you. I want you to park for 72 hours. Wait a minute. Is the audience parking or am I parking? Who's parking here? Who's directing this film? Why is 72 Hours a Super Size Me for vehicular homelessness? Because I'm going to take Spurlock's approach of putting himself in the shoes of the other, so we can see that the other isn't really an other. It could be your mother, or brother, or smother, or any other rhyme out there. I'm going to live in an RV myself, because I'm going to have a time limit. I'm going to stay in different parts of LA for 72 hours at a time. A clock will be ticking. See it down there? See it? Tick, 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 tick. Because I'm going to have 4 rules that I have to follow. Number 1, it must be during the work week. Yes, I, like most vehicle dwellers, are among the working class. See that fancy-dancy work uniform? Number 2, I must sleep all 3 nights in the RV. Number 3, all my hygienic needs must come from the RV. And number 4, I must prepare all my meals from the RV. Yeah, no, should I make a map of where I'm gonna go and where I'm gonna stay in LA? And maybe you could follow along? You know, trace my steps throughout the trip, clock 72 hours with me? Possibly check in on my social media feeds throughout the project? Why am I talking like Stewie Griffin? 72 Hours, a documentary film about me challenging the idea of whether or not we have the right to park in the car-centric world that is Los Angeles. Do I have the right to life, liberty, and the place to park? Let's find out. Hit it, band. That's my buddy, Matt Henderson's band, Manhattan Murder Mystery. Look forward to a whole lot more of his music in the 72 Hours finished film. Check them out on wherever you get your tunes.